Yes? Did
Yep.
it? This is, now you have...
It's going.
There's 3 audios for you to sync up. What a challenge.
I'm scared shitless to edit this.
I have to get my witness protection mic lined up. There we go. See, it's like you guys.
Yeah, we don't know who Cassie is when we record this.
She's a woman of mystery. Ooh.
Oh.
Should I do, Kelly? Do you want to do the intro, or Caitlin? Would you like to do? Guys, we have cousin Katlyn here today.
Hi, babies.
And it's a boozy episode. It's all of the good things at once, and we all need it. For different
reasons. We're preparing. I think we're preparing, in all honesty, for next week.
Why? What's next week?
Mercury's going in the microwave.
Yep, that's right. Mercury's in the microwave.
Drinking Gatorade.
Mercury's drinking Gatorade. I love that. Yeah. So, do you want to do it? Do you feel ready and prepared, or are we springing too much on you?
Listen, after today,
She's in it.
Don't trust me.
Don't trust you? Okay.
Don't trust me.
Okay. No, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Kelly, can you be trusted at the moment?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Welcome back, Oddfam. Welcome back to Oddities. I'm Kellie.
And I'm Cassie. And... Oh, she's swallowing.
And I'm Caitlin. I had to swallow that quick.
Big gulp. Big gulp there.
And welcome back to Strangetown.
It's all going according to plan.
I apologize. That's going to be terrible. That's going to be terrible to edit. I'm so sorry.
People don't listen to us for the quality. It's fine. It's okay.
Listen on, fam, if this wasn't obvious, this is going to be an interesting episode. But anywhoozles.
Yes.
Follow us. All of our links are down below. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Hey, guess what? We have a TikTok. Nothing's on there yet, but there will be soon. If you're feeling generous, support the show. Follow our Patreon, where Cassie and I lose our minds weekly.
And hi to our new patron.
Already offices. Yes, hello to our new patron. Thank you so much for joining the fun. You made our day today.
Big time. In a big way.
Big time.
We won't say your name, though.
Yeah.
We don't do that unless you say it's okay.
But you know who you are.
But you know who you are. Yep.
Buy our merch.
Please.
Right now?
Yep.
There's a sale going on.
It'll be done by the time this comes out.
Episode is going. Yeah, it'll probably be done when this episode's coming out. But, you know, buy our stuff. There's more sales coming.
Shop our shit.
Shop our shit.
Thank you.
Fun stuff's coming. That's it. Bye.
Trying to do this full time. Thanks, everybody.
I want to get a tote bag.
Adios.
Hell yeah. How are we, friends? We're all already boozed up a little bit because we're starting about 30 minutes after we had planned. So all of us, we pretty much pre-gamed this without trying.
We pre-gamed.
We're starting late because it's Kelly's fault, and I just want to apologize
not your fault.
to
it's
the lovely ladies.
No. It's happenstance's fault. It's not your fault. You didn't do this purposely. It's the universe.
Tech issues.
It's the microwave.
It's the microwave already haunting us.
It's already happening.
I'm sure there's a planet I can blame. Hold on.
It's the Gatorade.
There was a new moon this week.
Well, what else? What else, honestly? So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, good things did happen this week. My kiddo started school, and he loves it, and he's doing good in it.
Slay. What happened for me this week?
Interesting things.
Well, yeah, there was a big development in an open-ended story in my life, so that was something, and now I'm drinking with you guys, and my mother-in-law's in town, so after this, I'm going to go hang. I don't know what we're all doing yet. We might play.
Food.
Yeah, I made a quiche. It was delicious. And we might either play a game like Clue or something, or find a movie to watch tonight.
Ooh, my vote's Clue.
Especially if I'm lit.
Clue.
Yeah, we love it.
Clue.
Snaps for Clue.
Clue.
Mrs. White, in the study, With the rope.
I always blame Miss Peacock. She's a bitch.
She is a bitch. And you know what? She's a bitch in the movie, too. Cousin Katlyn.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh.
I've never seen the
You need to.
You should watch it. You're gonna like it. It's very funny.
Should I?
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Big fan. One of my favorites. Cousin Katlyn,
see
what
what's
happened
on.
for you this week? This was the week of training hell, yes?
Yeah, it was rough. It was really, really rough. But like, I'm making it through it. And then I have
Proud.
more trainings next week. I had 3 trainings this week. 2 full day trainings. And then after the 1 full day training, I had 2 hours of work after that. I had a half day of training today, but it was started early morning training. And then next week, I have 2 or 3 days of full day training again. And then I go into my work for 2 days and then start full-time the following week straight through.
So it's an exhausting couple of weeks. Yay.
Yeah.
Does your training involve, like, death by slideshows?
Yes.
So many
I'm so sorry.
slideshows.
I'm
Today
so
it was-
sorry.
It was 170 slides.
Oh.
No!
Oh.
That's evil. I'm sorry.
Wow, you felt yourself age.
7:30 this morning, I was staring at 170 slides, and I was like, oh boy. But the
Wow.
lady that presented the slides to us, she was very nice. She works in the same company. I've never met her. Like, I had seen her at the other trainings. And she was very, very nice there. Like, I didn't personally talk to her until today. She was really nice. But it was, today was just CPR training, thankfully. But, like, it was kind of heavier duty CPR training with what I'm doing. Because of being, like, in working with kids and stuff like that. It's a little more,
Did I ever tell... I think, Kellie, I've told you this story.
I know exactly where this is going.
I think I've shared this on the podcast before, so Cousin Katlyn, if you know where this is going, feel free to stop me. But in high school, we had to take CPR, like, classes as part of health class. And we had, regular sized dummies, and then there was also, like, the baby section. And then you had to, like, learn the shit. You know where this is going.
No, but we did the baby.
The baby shit. And then you had to learn the shit, and then you had to go up and do it in front of the teacher to get, like, approved or whatever, right? And so I took the baby up, and I start, like, smacking, like, the back, or, whatever you're supposed to, and the head fell off. Dead ass, the head fell off and just rolled across the floor. And the gym teacher looks at me, and she goes, I love the enthusiasm, but maybe do less on a real child.
No, that's the effort we want to see. If you cannot dislodge the choking infant, if you can't dislodge...
No choking infants on my watch.
Just
Nuh-uh.
dislodge the head from the choking
They might be, right, if you can't get the food out, just take the whole fucking head off. That's how it works.
That's right.
This is bringing up...
I named mine.
What did you name yours?
I named my baby today Fernando. Nobody
Nice.
else named their baby.
Oh, well, that's a
Nobody
miss
else
on
named
their
their
part.
babies.
I think that just
That's
shows
what
your
I
level
said.
of commitment.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I was holding him. I was, like, sitting him on my knee, and I'm, like, bouncing him. And he's not a real baby. But I'm, like, bouncing him, like, absent-mindedly. Just bouncing this baby. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, I should probably stop. This is weird.
The attachment was real.
I was like, oh my god, because, well, my sister has a 1-year-old who she just turned 1. But, like, I sit her, like, on my leg and bounce her like that. I did the same thing with my little one. So it's, like, instinctively, as soon as I
do it.
It's bounce time.
you just bounce them. And I'm like, oh my god, you're not a real baby, Fernando. Then I felt bad that I told him he wasn't a real baby. I'm like, I'm sorry. I apologize, Fernando. You're real.
At least
heart.
his head's still on. So all's well that ends
There you
well
go.
for Fernando. Magically, we've almost made it to our standard intro time.
Intolerable intros.
Our intolerable everything. I think, given the fact that we each have I'm not even done with one.
Each have a topic.
We each
Maybe
have
we should
prepared.
just jump into
Yeah,
it.
let's just party, you know? By the way, maybe I'm just, everybody, when you start your topic, share what you're drinking, and maybe people who are listening will make something similar, you know? You feel that?
Yeah.
All right, who wants
Yeah.
to kick this party off? This boozy doozy of a boozy.
I say guests first.
You know what? I think so.
Ooh.
Cousin Katlyn, take it away.
All right.
What
All right,
are you
ladies.
drinking? Wait, what are you drinking?
Yes. I will start with what I'm
Yes.
drinking. So I'm drinking the fancy things that I pulled out of my fridge
Nice.
and smacked together.
Nice.
It's
The
called-
kitchen fridge.
It's called the Katlyn Special. It's Sunny D, Pineapple Bacardi, and peach schnapps because that's what I had on.
Summer in a cup.
Delicious.
That's what it is.
And I am now out of Bacardi and I am now out of schnapps because it is all in my purple
I
cup.
love that. That's great.
And the rest of this is Sunny D.
So there you go. That's all you need. It's the drink of champions. So what have you for us?
But I feel like it fits though.
It does.
I feel like
For
it
for your
fits.
topic, it does fit.
So my topic is 2 beautiful angel baby puppies called Salty and Roselle.
I love that.
Have you ever heard of them?
I have not, but salty resonates with me.
Yep. Same.
So they are 2 golden retrievers.
Babies.
They are, were. They're sadly, spoiler alert, they're not alive anymore.
Oh my god, rip.
They've since passed. I know. This is, spoiler alert, kind of, takes the punch away at the end. But
Okay, that's all right.
It's okay.
It's okay. Because people are going to figure it out anyway, given the time frame.
Especially given the time frame, especially now in the year of our Lord, 2023.
The year of our Lord and Savior Taylor Swift, 2023.
2023. It's so Salty and Roselle were 2 golden retrievers working as guide dogs in Tower 1 on the day of 9/11.
Good babies.
Wait, I do know about these babies.
Good babies.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
I don't. Tell me about the babies. I want to hear about the babies.
So I'm gonna start with Salty because there's a lot less on Salty than there is Roselle.
What? Okay, that's fine. Salty's
Yeah.
just who I resonated
Well-
with. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, go ahead.
So, Salty assisted Mr. Omar Rivera starting in 1999 and was very competent with navigating through Manhattan.
Same.
The trainer, not me. Couldn't be me. Listen. Could not be me. The trainer that had trained Salty for like the guide dog courses said it was like he was born to be a city dog,
Love that.
which I don't really know what that means, but I went
Large
with it.
rats doesn't scare. They don't scare him. That's what that means. And garbage everywhere.
I mean, I guess I could be a city dog.
I mean, I would be a city
just wouldn't get
rat.
bit. I would just get bit by it.
Same. Same.
So, Mr. Rivera's office in Tower 1 was on the 71st floor.
Oh my.
So, on the day of the attacks, Salty calmly navigated his owner through the stairwells and debris, and he refused to allow any of the co-workers that tried to take the lead to lead him or Omar down. So, it took about an hour and 15 minutes, but they made it out of the tower, and he got him about 3 blocks away when the tower had finally collapsed.
Hell yeah, Salty. Well done. And he's like, none of you fucking bitches take my lead. I have work to fucking do.
What a
Yeah,
good
he
baby
just-
boy.
I know. I'm gonna go slap the shit out of Donut later. Boo too. My fucking dogs. Do you know how quickly
just wait.
they would have left my ass?
Just wait. You think that's bad? Listen to Roselle.
Okay.
You will just look at Donut and just...
She's gonna get the hands, the Italian hands.
She's gonna... No, not just one.
Both.
Both.
Yeah, it's a
She will
double.
get 2.
Yeah, she's gonna get them. Fucking Donut.
2 Italian hands.
Mm.
Oh. So, Roselle was also placed with her owner which is Michael Hingson. I think I'm saying that right. Hingson.
Okay.
In 1999.
Oh.
And his office was on the 78th
Oh.
floor of Tower 1.
Oh.
So he was up further. So the plane that struck the tower hit only 18 floors above his office.
Oh, mama.
So they were closer to where the plane hit.
Right.
So Roselle quickly and calmly led her owner and the other co-workers of the office down the other 77 floors to the lobby and out.
Wow.
She took him out of Tower 1 just as Tower 2 collapsed.
Oh.
And they were actually struck with debris.
Oh.
But it didn't even faze her. Like, she was just like, all right, well...
We got
I'm
shit
working.
to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and she pulled him on through.
Oh my god.
And took him to a subway station where they actually assisted another injured victim of the attacks and got that person to safety.
What the fuck? Well done to baby Roselle.
Eventually, they made it home, and once they got home, Roselle went over and played with the other guide dog that they actually had at home, who was a retired guide dog. She just went about her business.
Like
playing.
nothing
Like it was
happened.
nothing.
Nothing had even
What a
happened.
true fucking
Nothing.
boss,
Like it was
bitch.
another day at work.
What a fucking boss.
Yeah.
My god, we don't deserve dogs. Humans are trash. That's all. The end.
Yep.
They just, I mean, so both dogs were awarded the Dickon Medal in 2002 for their loyalty and courage.
Hell yeah.
Saving their blind owners and others during the events of 9/11. Mr. Hingson, who was the owner of Roselle, wrote a book about her called Thunder Dog, The True Story of a Blind Man, His Guide Dog, and the Triumph of Trust at Ground Zero.
I'm gonna read that shit.
There's actually a foundation in her name that supports blind children and adults in engaging with the world. I didn't look into that further.
I'm gonna donate to that shit.
But, like, yeah, I guess they have resources in various ways that for children and adults, which I thought was interesting, because usually it's, like, specifically just for kids or specifically just for adults, but they help both.
That's so happy.
So, Salty was born in 1996 and passed away in 2008. Roselle was born in 1998 and passed in 2011.
Oh, they both had good runs.
But when she... Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. And when she passed, she was actually proclaimed, the American Hero Dog by the American Humane Society.
You know what, Ash?
Both dogs were also recognized by the British Guide Dog Association for the Blind and the Partners in Courage, and there's also a song called Roselle by Michael Gaither, if you're familiar with him.
I'm not, but it probably fucking
But he has a
slaps.
song about
It's
her.
probably so good.
Dude, it probably is, but I found that last minute yesterday when I was doing, like, coverage again over this to make sure I didn't miss
I
anything.
love that.
I haven't listened to it, but I want to find it.
I'm curious if either of the dogs had any health problems
Yeah.
following 9/11.
Yeah.
Because a lot of survivors
know.
did.
I know Roselle died of a stomach ulcer,
Oh.
but I don't know.
They both went on
that
to
was,
live
like-
quite long, though, so that's great.
I don't know if
Really
that was
good
linked
lives.
to anything.
It just wonders, just
Yeah.
curious.
And,
And I'm glad that they lived good lives, though.
Hell yeah. And then,
Because they deserved it. Just throwing that out there.
Absolutely.
what a boss.
But yeah, that is something definitely to, like, think of, because I know lots of people, like humans, suffered negative health consequences even today
Yeah.
because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that would definitely be something. I'm trying to look on my phone super quick, see if I can find anything.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just happy they had like a good, nice long run after that. They got their medals. This was a great,
Yeah.
this was a great, happy topic.
Great find.
Thank you.
Thank
And they
you.
were- Yes, I'm glad I found it, because my other topic, the other topic would have been okay, but this one I saw it, I was like,
We need
what?
it.
We're doing
Little
this.
tiny
After this
angel
week,
babies.
we needed it.
Hell yeah. That was fucking uplifting. Thank you for that.
Ray of sunshine.
Two little
You're
little
welcome.
golden wonderful babies. Oh my god, I need to kiss the noses, but I can't kiss the noses. But you know, I need to kiss the noses.
You can give angel kisses.
I can give angel kisses, and then I'm
Yes.
gonna go fucking stare daggers at Donut and Boo. Do you know how fast they would have fucking left my ass in that tower?
Bye.
Bye, bitch. You're on your own. Good luck. So rude.
Peace out.
Yeah. Wow. That was great. Well done. Thank you, Cousin Katlyn.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good job, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Bestie, you wanna Jesus take the wheel, or you want Mama Cass to take it?
I want you to take it just because you said Mama Cass.
Because I'm buzzed. Okay. All right. Here we be. So,
Gulp.
go. My topic is 0% uplifting.
What are you drinking?
Wait.
Oh,
yes.
sorry. Yes, I'm drinking. Well, it was supposed to be a vodka seltzer, and it's raspberry lime seltzer, but it's fucking flat. So it's just watered down vodka with a hint of raspberry and lime. You know what? I love that
It
for
happens.
me. Shit happens. It's still fine. You know,
I feel like it's poetic for this week.
my ice cubes have melted, but the memories remain. So
Oh my god.
I'm covering some true crime. I'm covering the disappearance of Brian Schaffer or Schaefer. I don't know how it's pronounced. This is from listener Michael. Thank you, Michael. Listener Michael has sent in like 18 topics recently. So there will be more coming. Everybody be patient. Everybody shut up. I have a long list to get through. So it's coming. Anyway, kids, here we go. Brian Randall, I'm going to go with Schaefer. It's Shaffer. Schaefer?
That's what
I'm going to say Schaefer. Brian Randall Schaefer was born February 25th, 1979 in Pinkerington, Ohio, to parents Randy and Renee. And he had a younger brother named Derek. Or has, rather, I guess I should say. Anyway, he graduates, we're fast forwarding, it's 2003. He graduates from Ohio State University. He obtained his bachelor's in microbiology and a minor in molecular genetics. Just a little light reading all around, you know.
Right.
Over the course of his life, and his family and friends would describe him as free-spirited, intelligent, outgoing, a jokester. He was especially close to his mom, who was a nurse, and she served as his inspiration to pursue a career in medicine. So he takes some time off after graduation. He works as like a radiology tech assistant at Ohio State University Hospital, but it wasn't long, and he was like, okay, I want to get back on track, and I want to go to like fucking med school. So then in August of 2004, direct quote, I want to go back to fucking med school.
I want to go back.
I love that.
So, here we are, August 2004. And he starts attending the OSU College of Medicine, and he wants to become, of course, a doctor. So it was around this time he starts dating a fellow medical student, and her name is Alexis Wagner. And they had only been dating for a few months, but their friends and respective families, they thought, okay, this is gonna go the distance and whatnot. This is some serious shit. We're thinking an engagement's on the horizon. And no one was more hopeful for this outcome than Brian's mom, Renee. She was like, hell yeah, Alexis is the tits. You better propose to this
Direct
bitch.
quote.
Lock this shit down. Direct quotes all around. So then, maybe I should be buzzed.
I love
Buzzed
that.
for all episodes. So then,
Hell yeah.
here comes the hammer, right? So 2005, the Schaefer family's dealt a difficult blow. Renee is sadly diagnosed with myelodysplastic syndrome, MDS, which is a rare form of blood cancer.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Woof. It interferes with the body's ability basically to form healthy blood cells. Woof. And it's commonly referred to as, quote, bone marrow failure disorder, essentially. So her diagnosis, the shit hits the fan, right? Everybody's like, oh no, this really sucks. The person most upset was Brian, who really was tight with his mom or whatever, and described her as, quote, the greatest and most wonderful person in the world. So her final gift to her son would be a trip for two to Miami for the upcoming spring break, and he planned to take Alexis with him. March 6, 2006, Renee passes away at the age of 51, leaving behind a very broken and devastated family. So, now we're getting to I don't want to say it's the good shit because it's all just kind of downhill from here. But anyway, in the days and weeks following Renee's passing, Brian struggles to come to terms with this loss. He's like destroyed. So one day, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, God.
Pardon me. One day.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's staying in.
Excuse me.
I'll say keep it.
One day, Brian's all aboard the Hot Mess Express. His mom's dead and he's very sad. One day he asks his girlfriend, Alexis, like, hey, you want to run away together? And then it wasn't clear if he was like joking or serious. And so the matter was like dropped. She was like, I'm not going to answer that. And then a week later, he tells Alexis that she should move on and find someone else because he's in a dark place emotionally. And then she refuses to leave him, and the relationship continues, and they still plan to go to Miami together in April. He's relieved when midterms are over, spring break begins. He goes out to dinner with his father, Randy, to celebrate. According to Randy, Brian seemed like wiped out, probably because, like midterms, but whatever. And, depression, but fine. But nothing else seems out of the ordinary, per Randy. Allegedly, there was some tension between Randy and his sons because something with the share of Renee's like life insurance policy that Brian and Derek were set to receive. Randy's under the impression that they're receiving more money than they should. Can I just fucking say, there are two things in life that bring out the worst in people. It's fucking weddings and it's fucking funerals. That's all. Moving on.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Anyway, good. We're all in agreement. So,
Yeah.
Renee, while she was alive, she supported Brian while he was attending college. It was rumored that Randy intended to cut Brian off financially, though this claim was never confirmed. But anyway, they have dinner together, and I guess it's dandy or whatever, and Brian leaves, and he sets out with his friend William Clint Florence, and the two go to a bar early in the evening. And Clint phones his friend Meredith to join them, and so she picks them up, and the three go bar hopping together, landing at this place called the Ugly Tuna Saloona.
Stop. That's not real.
Love that.
I kid you not. And of course it would be in Ohio. Like, that's just like such an Ohio thing, I feel like.
Of course, that would be on today's episode, the Boozy one.
The Boozy one, the oogly. The Ugly Tuna Saloona in Columbus, Ohio. Brian.
Oh my God.
Brian. There's a second one? The Ugly Tuna Saloona
There
too? Because this one closes down. Spoiler
Cousin
alert.
Katlyn.
There
For
is
our
a two.
listeners, Cousin Katlyn just Googled it for us and pulled it up on the camera.
Thanks, Cousin Katlyn. So,
They close at 2 a.m.
oh, bump it.
Right on. Party hard.
Hell yeah. So, we can still make it, guys.
You guys can.
Right. After, so they're out, they're bar hopping. Meredith, they go to the Ugly Tuna. And so Brian calls Alexis while he's out and about gallivanting with these two. She's in Toledo visiting her family, and he calls her around 10 p.m. to tell her he loves her and to confirm, yes, we're going to Miami on Monday. And then Brian and Clint, they had an argument that night. Nobody knows what the cause was. It ended with Brian walking away. Probably they were drunk. I'm just saying. Anyway, around 2 a.m., Clint and Meredith realize they haven't seen Brian in a while. They're like, oops, where's Brian? It's 2 a.m., whatever. They look all over. It's a 2-story bar. They go up, they go down, they go back up, they go back down, whatever. They look in the restrooms. They can't find him anywhere. Where the fuck is Brian? And so they try calling him. There's no answer. They are assuming that he chose to walk home. His apartment was 6 blocks from the place, so they were like, okay, we're going to leave. Nice friends, by the way. Anyway, the following morning, Meredith takes Clint to pick up his car from the parking lot of Brian's apartment building, but neither check on Brian while they're there, which is sketch-a-lech in my opinion, but that's fine, because they still hadn't heard from him at this point. You wouldn't think that they'd go knock on the fucking door? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anywho, neither Randy nor Alexis could reach Brian either. And when he didn't show up at the airport on Monday, they knew something was up. They're like, wow, something's amiss. So here comes the investigación. The Ugly Tuna Saloona, hospitals, homeless shelters, dumpsters, trash cans, they're searching all over through this shit in an effort to locate Brian, or at least a clue as to where the fuck is Brian. And they find nothing. Columbus had more security cameras than any other city in Ohio, more than Cleveland, Toledo, and Cincinnati combined. And the police were like, oh, nice, we're going to find something on video, and we're gonna, piece some shit together. The last known footage of Brian shows him outside the Ugly Tuna Saloon a little before 2 o'clock, and he's talking to 2 chicks, and then he heads back inside. And then strangely, he's never seen leaving the bar again in the security camera footage, and he's not been seen or heard from since. And there's no activity on his credit cards or his bank account. So what the fuck happened? There's a host of theories, my friends, and I'm going to walk us through them. So buckle up, motherfuckers. So, it's been erroneously reported that the Ugly Tuna Saloon contained only one exit, but there were actually others. One of these is an emergency exit. It was also monitored by a security camera. Many hours were put into reviewing all this shit. Brian doesn't seem to make an appearance after 2 a.m. So people are arguing, okay, theory 1, there's a jump cut in the footage. According to Sergeant John Hurst, there was a point in the footage in which there appeared to be a jump cut, suggesting that the camera had been overridden by somebody, maybe a security guard. Could this be a clue? I don't know. Sergeant Hurst also says that there was an employee stationed at the emergency exit that night. During an interview, the individual said that no one attempted to use that exit. So then, another interesting piece of information was that one of the doors led to a construction site. And it's been suggested that maybe Brian, was drunk and he wandered and he, got hurt or whatever. And this didn't appear to be the case, though, because the area was, thoroughly searched. There were cadaver dogs. We got nothing. And then there was also apparently this back exit that wasn't under video surveillance. So some say that maybe he pieced out through the back. Many have speculated that after leaving the bar, however and whenever that happened, he could have either taken his own life or been abducted, possibly robbed, and then, of course, murdered. It's also noted that the Ugly Tuna Saloon was located in a relatively high crime area. The business has closed, although now apparently there's an Ugly Tuna Saloon too. We're back for more. So another theory presented is that he left and chose to start a new life somewhere else. There's not really any evidence for this. Alexis, his, girlfriend / fiancé-to-be, says she doesn't think he's alive. She can't imagine that he would have just, up and left and done all that shit. They were planning to go to Miami, whatever. All told, detectives interviewed over 100 people, including the 2 women he was last seen speaking to that night, but there was nothing of any significance learned from anything. Some say that Clint, his friend, knows more than he's saying, because he was cooperative with law enforcement early in the investigation, and then he chose to just stop talking to the police after consulting with his lawyer. And then he also refused to testify to a grand jury. Now, whether this is indicative of guilt or, just, fear of being, falsely accused or whatever, it's open for debate, yada, yada. He also refused to take a lie detector test. It's difficult to determine, though, how much, significance to really attach that. Although, honestly, if he didn't have anything to hide, I would have, if I was him, I would have been like, yeah, fine, hook me up. Then there's his brother has this to say about Clint, quote, as soon as the detective started getting involved, that's when he pretty much had no contact with anybody. I've always thought he definitely knows something, just won't come forward with it. If Brian did take off somewhere, if that is the case, we just always had a strong feeling that Clint would possibly know that. So then they've got some cell phone pings that happened. Randy, his father, continued the search for his son. That he consulted a psychic who said the body was in water near a bridge. So the dad and Derek, the younger brother, along with some other citizens who were interested, they got waders and they walked along this river. Then this possibility also led police to briefly consider the heavily disputed smiley face murder theory, which the smiley face murder has been covered in the past, so kids go listen to it. Under this theory, it's that basically the serial killer's only victim, Brian would have been the only victim not found. But they pretty much rejected this theory. They were like, no, I don't think so. And then his girlfriend continues to call his cell phone every night for months following his disappearance, and each time it would go straight to voicemail, right? Except one night, 3 months after Brian goes missing, when the phone actually rang 3 times. There was no answer, but the investigators... It's spooky, right? Yeah. And then they're like, okay, it pinged a cell tower in Hillard, which is 14 miles away from where he was last seen. There's a lot of questions around this, why did somebody discover his phone and turn it on? Did somebody possess the phone since the night of his disappearance? I don't know. His father, Randy, passes away September 14th, 2008. A tree fell on him during a windstorm. So
That's horrible.
that sucks. Then, this is why his death is interesting, yes? So his death inadvertently produces a clue, potentially, in the case. A private investigator by the name of Don Corbett, who was hired by the Schaefer family, finds a curious message posted on the online guest book for Randy's funeral. And the comment reads, "Dad, I love you. Love, Brian." And then in parentheses, U.S. Virgin Islands. So then the Columbia Division of the police, they subpoena the web host records. They try to trace, like, where the commenter, like, is. They later determined that the post was written on a public computer located in Franklin County, so very much not in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And then it's since been said that, like, the private investigator has been, like, banned from viewing any other information around this. So they're like, no, you just can't. Then, meanwhile, and this is, like, probably the wildest theory, in 2020, a photo of a homeless man in Tijuana, Mexico, who bears, like, a vague resemblance to Brian, goes viral on social media. However, a facial recognition analysis is carried out by the FBI, and they're like, no, it's not Brian. But and they're like, it's just this homeless dude in Tijuana. And then, as of this year, 15 years, like, after his disappearance, like, the Ohio Attorney General's Bureau of Criminal Investigation and the Columbus Division of Police release, like, this age progression image. They're still looking. They're still, like, asking for help. Like, the clay models of his face have been made, everything else. Long story short, nobody knows what the fuck happened to Brian. And, as always, I need to say that the Crime Stoppers of Central Ohio have a $100,000 reward for any information that can help solve the case. You can leave your tip anonymously by calling 614-461-TIPS, TIPS. And that is the disappearance of Brian Schaefer. I don't know what I think. Probably he was murdered and dumped in the construction site somewhere, is what I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the homeless guy in Tijuana.
I don't think he's alive. I don't.
No.
He had too much ambition to throw it all away.
I don't think he took his own life, and I don't think he was like, I'm gonna leave and start over. Like, in my mind, those don't count. Even though he was a hot mess after his mom died. Like, I don't know. Like, he was still planning on going to Miami with Alexis and everything. Like,
he had plans. He had like, no,
so,
somebody took his life.
I think Clint knows
kind
some
of sided
shit.
with the sidekick. Oh yeah,
Clint knows some shit. Meredith probably
somebody
does
knows
too.
something.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's always somebody who knows something. But
well, how are you gonna, like, claim to be his buddy, not check on him the next day, and then also when you're finally getting questioned, be like, no, sorry, it's time for me to stop speaking. I also won't take a lie detector test, and, like, dude,
that always bothers me greatly when it comes to missing person cases. There always seems to be a friend that's like, oh, I'm not going to check on my friend.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
How dare you? Or a wife, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, there always seems like, oh, I'm just not going to check on them. How could you not check on your either significant other, child, or friend?
Yeah, like, what's that about? They were there.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
They're like, hey, we'll go pick up your car and not say hi to Brian. Like, what? I don't know. The whole thing's very strange to me. I think he was murdered. I think Clint and Meredith have something to do with it. Whatever that argument was with Clint.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck the guy's name is. Anyway, that's my take. So there you have it.
Interesting.
Thank you, listener Michael. This was a fun one to look into. That's the disappearance of Brian Schaefer. I am buzzed.
Yep.
The end. That's it.
It's a boozy episode. What did you expect?
What indeed.
Well, I guess I'll just jump into the Billy Whack.
Take it away. Oh, good. You know what? We sandwiched this with, like, fun, happy things. That's nice. Well done, us.
And I'm jumping into a cryptid. And I'm drinking a cherry pomegranate margarita.
Oh, stunning. And very nice. Delish.
I'm not upset with it.
No.
They're delicious.
Is it sugar or salt on the rim?
Oh, salt.
It's always
100%.
salt, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's so good.
Salty,
It's so good.
salty bitches. That's it. Okay.
I've got Luke Bryan singing in my brain right now.
One margarita, two. Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Okay. Yes.
I chose this specifically because it's a boozy episode and Billy Whack sounded funny.
It does. It does. Billy Whack.
And I have zero regrets.
For some reason, I'm picturing old Greg when you say Billy Whack, and I don't know why.
Oh, I love old.
You brought up old Greg last time we
I know,
recorded.
he's been heavy on my mind. Bayless. Go ahead. I love him too.
I love him.
The Billywhack is a supposed monster that is located in Santa Paula, California. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've spoken to a lot of people, many friends who live in the area. Only one person has ever heard about the Billywhack.
Wow, okay. Well,
So, I'm not sure.
all right.
And really, from what I can tell, it seems like he is more of a legend.
Same.
So, yeah. But what's cool is he has stories going back to before World War II.
He's established.
It's very.
Oh.
So that's pretty neat.
That is neat.
Apparently, tall, muscular, ape-like humanoid with long claws, gray hair, and ram-like horns on top of its head.
Sounds like a babe.
This ram-headed monster calls the area known as the Cumulus Ranch its home. Specifically, it's been encountered on Alice Canyon Road and the Wheeler Canyon Road near once what was called the Billy Whack Dairy.
Thus the name. Well, add it to the road trip list, obviously.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that little guy.
Oh, he's got a little
Cousin and Katlyn coming in clutch with the photos
I know, she's
and,
like,
and
wow.
the Google. Love it.
He is too fast, too
exciting.
furious. I thought we were going to be in Australia with the name. Like, Billy Whack sounds like an Australian thing, doesn't it?
I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Nope,
That works
California.
too. California. Here we be.
To be
Okay.
honest.
Referred to as the Billy Whack monster, the creature has tormented mostly high school students from Santa Paula High School.
Rude.
These teenagers are primarily people who have encountered the half-goat, half-man humanoid creature. It's always teenagers.
It's always teenagers.
It's always teenagers. And you know who no one takes
Yeah.
seriously?
teenagers.
Teenagers.
Myself included.
It has incredible strength. It has been known to throw large 50-pound rocks at cars,
Oh.
even pounded on the hoods of cars, leaving dents. In the 50s, a 9-year-old boy reported being attacked and clawed by a weird animal near the Billy Whack Dairy.
Oh.
I want to point out maybe it was a bobcat.
Yep. Right. Yep.
Just
Could be.
saying.
Could be. Yep.
Another reference to the creature was in 1964 when it terrorized several hikers for several hours and thus made headlines in local newspapers. It also in 1964 in the Los Angeles Times article reported that deputies found a young boy carrying a sword to slay off the beast.
Same. We love being prepared.
That would.
Yep.
Yep.
The same article reports that a woman who leased the land once had to hold off 43 monster-seeking children with a shotgun until authorities arrived. Can you just picture that
I
for a
love
moment?
That's all I want to picture for the rest of my days. Yeah.
An old woman with a shotgun
love that.
holding off 43 small children.
What a boss. That's about to be
Yeah.
Caitlin when she starts this job.
Oh no.
We're gonna go. No. I would take that and leave
No, you're
those
right.
children.
You're right.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Billy Whack Dairy, according to the legend, is a decrepit ruin of what was once a state-of-the-art dairy. It was very advanced with modern dairy farm equipment. It apparently contains underground rooms and tunnels.
Oh? Why?
Yep. But it also is rumored to be missing walls and could attribute to the many decades of just disuse. This is where it gets wild, in my opinion, and it just took a turn that I wasn't expecting.
Wild.
The dairy started up and was run by a man named August Rebel, who moved to Ventura County, which is where Santa Paula is located, in 1922. And established a dairy in 1924. Rubel was once a native of Zurich. He served in the American Field Service in France from 1917 to 1919. The urban legend connects him to the Office of Strategic Services, or the OSS.
Oh, okay.
The OSS was connected to the CIA.
Yeah.
If the legend is true, the OSS had Reuben performing experiments beneath the dairy, including trying to make a super soldier.
Oh.
And the Billy Whack is
Hell yeah.
a product of that.
Billy Wax the super soldier. Oh my
Hell
god, I'm
yeah.
thrilled. I
I'm
like that
going
one,
with
and it
it.
explains the rooms. I vote that one. That's what I want.
Explains the rooms and the
Yes.
tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the Billy Whack monster is apparently a product of his research and experimentation, and escaped and haunts the local area.
I'm satisfied with that explanation.
Is that
This is the Captain
This is what we
America story
needed.
we needed.
the weirdest and coolest
What
damn
the
thing you've ever
fuck?
heard?
That is the I was not expecting that. I love that. I'm thrilled.
Much like other secret organizations, the OSS is attached to all sorts of illegal and immoral experiments,
Me
ranging
too.
from brainwashing techniques, the use of various drugs and unsuspecting victims, studies of diseases for use in warfare, and other inhumane practices. The OSS was started by William Wild Bill.
Oh god. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Some state his nickname as Mad Dog
Oh
Donovan.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I love
Who was
that.
made the coordinator of information, or COI, in 1941. This office eventually became the OSS. The OSS is responsible for much of the espionage and sabotage in Europe and Asia.
Okay.
The OSS was disbanded after World War II, but the proposal by Donovan eventually led to the formation of the present-day CIA.
Wow, there's like a lot to take in with this, I feel like.
I told you. I told
love
you both. I warned you.
You did.
I love it.
The urban legend goes that Rubel, after performing experiments in Ventura County, was eventually sent overseas and mysteriously died doing secret work for the OSS in 1943.
Okay, well, he was executed. I mean,
100%.
like somebody just took
mysteriously
his ass out.
died.
Mysteriously
No, he was
died.
taken
Mhm.
out.
Yeah, right. That guy was killed. Okay. Wow.
Although most accounts of the urban legend state that the dairy and the ranch were abandoned, leaving the monster to its own devices, other accounts state that Rubel's wife, Mary Colgate Mescal, remarried in 1946, and Edwin Berger. When Edwin Berger, Mary died in 1968, and Berger continued managing and living in the ranch that August Rubel helped build and manage.
Wow.
So if there really is a half-goat, half-man monster lurking in the depths of Santa Paula, there's a lot of question regarding what it's doing there, how it got there,
It's the super soldier.
and so much more. But I like to vote
Yes.
that it's a super soldier.
It has to be that. I won't accept anything else.
Yes.
Because the strange tunnels and rooms underneath the dairy, why?
Got to be.
It's a dairy. Why?
That's it.
Why? It's got to be.
Also,
the
I want to
super soldier.
visit this abandoned dairy, even though you're really not supposed to.
Oh well, there's a
trespassing.
theme of that in our history, so that's fine.
Although there's little to no evidence of its existence, some cryptozoologists believe it might be related to, or actually be, Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
They always want to say it's Bigfoot.
When in doubt, yep.
Bigfoot.
Or a disfigured Bigfoot.
Oh. I don't like that one.
I don't like that either. But that was a part of the research. So,
That's
and that is
the Billy Whack.
Billy Whack.
Wow.
Did I melt your minds?
Captain Billy Whack, super soldier. I love it.
The first.
The only Avenger
Right.
we
The
need.
original Red Avenger.
That's it. Wow. What an episode this was. Good job, Kelly. That was great too.
We had twists and turns and flips and flops.
I'm
and
sweating.
toes
Also,
falling.
wasn't the OSS in Spy Kids?
Maybe.
Wasn't that the organization?
They had the
so.
thumbs.
The thumbs, the hands.
The hands or whatever. Yeah. Wow. I don't know.
The
I
Spy
haven't thought
Kid
about Spy
organization.
Kids in a long time.
Yes.
Are you looking it up now?
Organization of Super Spies. I am. Yes, the Organization
Cousin
of Super
Katlyn
Spies.
coming in
Coming
clutch
in
with
clutch.
the immediate information.
There it is. There it is. Spy Kids Wiki. That's all we need. Wow.
Love it.
This was a hell of an
Hell yeah.
episode. Thank you both.
This was a very fun episode and needed after a very long week.
This was a
Thank
blast.
you both.
Thank you for being our
Yes.
guest, Cousin Katlyn. This was a good time.
Thank you so much, Cousin Katlyn.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Any time. You don't
We
need
do.
to thank me. I love being here. No. Once you're viewing and then you'll never have me again. And you'll never have me again. But it was so much fun. I loved being on here
Dude, we
last
love-
time.
We
And
love
I love
it.
being on
We'll-
here this time.
We'll
But
be having you
it was
back.
just
Everybody
so much
brace
fun.
yourself. She's coming back again. So, brace yourselves.
Brace yourselves.
Brace for impact.
Brace for impact, everybody. And we'll probably drink on that one, too. And it'll be extra special. Who, I think,
Oh.
do we think, I think
Hell yeah.
Cousin Katlyn should get to do the Stay Strange in the...
100%.
All right, you want to cue her up or you want my ass to cue her up?
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it.
Hit us.
Until next time.
Stay strange.